Alright, well, we're going to do just a bit more on functions right now. So let's simplify this down a bit and let's just do define reverse 2, which I think will be a lot easier to understand. Alright, so we got a list like this, A, B, and we want to reverse that. So we'll cons car of that list. I will just write it up here. Cons the car of ls and 2 cons the cadre of ls and to the cons the car ls and to the empty list. Alright, and we'll run that. Reverse 2 A B B A. Alright, I reverse 2. Now look, we can do this too, like we'll put like a list 1 1 2 2. There we go. Of course it doesn't reverse 2. It doesn't reverse the little list inside of the big one. So like 1 2 3 4. This will still just be 3 4 then 1 2. Alright, let's say we've got a list of we've got a list like this, and what we want to do with it is reverse the 2 things inside of here, but not flip flop that outside so much. So we can define that reverse 2 inner, and this is going to reverse all the inner lists of a list. Alright, lambda ls. Now this is so basically we're going to perform a reverse on this first bit here and a reverse 2 on this one here. So how do you we can just call the reverse 2 function, which we've already defined within here. So we'll just cons car of ls, but car of ls into the cons cadre ls to the empty list. Alright, but that will just give us the same list that we've got. We're just basically reconstructing the list here. So what we've got to do is change the car of ls, which is this little list here. We've got to run the reverse 2 on that. Reverse 2, oops, on the car of ls, and then we'll do reverse 2 on the cud of ls. On the cadre of ls. Alright, and we'll run that. Try reverse 2 inner A B C D. Now we get VA and DC. That's like what we wanted. Alright, now that just goes to show you can use you can call your other functions from within your new functions. Alright, now another important point is you see that this is named ls and that's named ls, and they're all referring to ls. Now you remember what I told you about scope last time, the scope of the variables. First it checked its own variable list for a variable named ls, for an argument named ls, and if it can't find one, then it checks out in the upper level here. It never checks inside the argument list of another function. So this ls here, if it couldn't find an ls in this list, it would not check and find the ls inside of this function. Now, so this ls and this ls are totally different. Alright, so when we call reverse 2 on the car of ls, it's referring to car of this ls, this list here, and it is sent over into this reverse 2. So basically we're sending over A and B into reverse 2, and then it reconstructs the list, that list A and B, and reverses it and sends it back to reverse 2 inner, and then conses it all together. Alright, well I think that's enough then, that you can get up through assignment 2. Alright.